Hey everyone, you made it to Completely Off the Rails. My name is Jason, and I'm here with my wife, co-host, and settlemate Candace. Now, some of you may be wondering what a settlemate is. Well, not all of us have soulmates, and that's okay. But just because you don't have one doesn't mean you can't have someone in your life. So instead of trying to find that one perfect person made just for you, instead, look for someone you can put up with so you don't die alone. There you go. That's your settlemate. And if you don't have one, I suggest you start looking. Now, we do need to pay the bills, which means we need to run a few ads, but we're going to get them out of the way so we don't interrupt the episode. While they're playing, you go grab your settlemate. I'm going to go get a refill on my Jack and Coke, and we'll be back in just a minute. Hey, welcome back to another great episode of Completely Off the Rails. For those of you who have been here before, you know what we're all about. For those of you who may be joining us for the first time, let us give you a quick rundown of what we're all about. Babe, you want to tell them about the podcast?
Sure. And I'm Candace, by the way. He wrote this new intro, and his dumbass didn't bother to give me a chance to even introduce myself. Anyway, we are a weekly podcast that discusses different topics, focusing mainly on stupid, petty arguments people have, which is what he says in this intro, but I don't know. I don't think all the things are petty. Some of them are interesting. Sometimes we have submissions from listeners who are dealing with a problem and want our opinion. And we also receive submissions to check out different internet sites, which are mostly Reddit. Because if you've ever been on Reddit, you see what kind of fucked up problems pop up there. So we get asked about those a lot. If you have something that you would like for us to talk about, send that in to cotrpodcast@gmail.com.
Hey, and great news. We finally have a website. It's cotrpod.com. So there you can find all of our episodes, social media contacts, and other stuff. Link to our Patreon is on there too. There you'll find a bunch of bonus content, ad-free listening, and all that stuff. Or if you just want to make a small donation, to our show.
And by show, he means his Jack and Coke fund.
I mean, it's for the show. But you can find us on PayPal at cotrpod. We appreciate the support, and we promise anything that we get goes directly to this show.
Now, as a warning, we both do have severe ADHD, so staying on track is legit impossible. You will find us talking about things that have nothing to do with the original question, hence our podcast name, Completely Off the Rails.
But it's always a great time, and quick disclaimer, which Candace thinks is the same thing as a warning, but they're different.
How are they different?
They're different. A disclaimer is like, hey, this is what's going to happen. A warning is, hey,
warning, this is going to happen.
It's two totally different things. All right. Anyway,
whatever.
We're going to use bad language. It's going to happen. So be prepared. And we don't censor ourselves. And since we never know where a topic may lead, from time to time, we may, and by may, we are going to offend people. And that's okay. We don't mind a snowflake or two floating away from our podcast.
And what he's trying to say is we may not be for you. And that's okay. You gave us a shot. We had fun. Maybe you didn't. No hard feelings. Just make sure that, you stay the hell away from rating our podcast, and we will continue on. Win-win.
True. All right, babe. So
I swear to God, if you don't put that fucking cup down and start talking on this, like, you see your color on the fucking intro or outline here. It's your turn to talk, bitch. Stop drinking.
Hey, the Jack helps me. It helps me. So anyway, what are we talking about tonight, babe?
Okay, so tonight we have a couple of listener submissions. The first one is from Can't Be Too Careful. That should be interesting. So they ask, what do you think about searching the internet for possible red flags before you start dating someone? What about a criminal background check? Let me explain. I just ended a relationship with my last boyfriend. Well, the police actually ended my relationship. Holy shit. Oh my God. Okay. Yeah, this sounds rough. We were pulled over, and much to my surprise, the police arrested him for an outstanding warrant. It wasn't for anything too serious, but all kinds of thoughts ran through my mind. Yeah, no shit. Could you imagine?
Yeah, because I'm sure the cops aren't going to be like, oh man, we're arresting him for this. No big deal.
Right.
Like, what the fuck are you doing? Just stuffing his ass in the back of the car?
All you hear is outstanding warrants, and you're like, man, I knew I was dating a fucking serial killer. Here we go.
Right.
Here we go. First, I was mortified when I watched my boyfriend of 4 months, who had already met my parents, get put into the back of a police car. Then I started wondering what else I did not know about him. He tried to call me a couple of days later once he, I guess, worked everything out, but I'm not going to give him another chance. I just can't forgive this kind of secret. The trust is gone. I mean, what kind of secret? Like, it's not
I
like,
mean, motherfucker
I
had
guess
warrants.
a live omission, but like, well,
No,
what was it for though? Like,
it doesn't matter.
okay, you
It doesn't
forgot to
matter.
pay your fucking ticket. They put a warrant on you
Okay.
and you don't even know.
All right.
I feel like that's happened before, hasn't it? Huh?
Well, listen. Okay. So maybe, potentially.
Yeah, bitch, I don't remember you telling me about none of this, so I guess we should just
We
split
weren't
up.
together.
Yeah, but they weren't together when he got that fucking warrant either, and
Yeah.
he didn't tell her.
I didn't get arrested, and it was taken care of long before. And just so everybody knows what happened is I got pulled over for registration because my mom, who was nice enough to put the sticker on my tag, she put March on my tag and May on hers, and it should have been the other way around. So I got pulled over for expired registration. I even showed the douchebag cop the paperwork. Like, who gives a fuck about a sticker? I've got the paperwork that says May.
Right?
But he wrote me a ticket. And he just said, hey, pay it. Don't, and that's all you got to do. Well, actually, the fucker put it in as I had to appear to show that I had registration, even though I already showed his bitch ass that I had registration.
Don't you like, too, how he's trying to be nice? Like, it's okay, dude. You're like, if it was so fucking okay, why are you doing this shit to me?
Right? Yeah, exactly. But he didn't tell me to appear. So I didn't know. And my boss at the time tried to put me on the company insurance. And that's when the insurance agent was just like, hey, this motherfucker's got a warrant for.
They're like, bitch, you gonna appear.
Yeah, right? He's got a bench warrant because he didn't appear to show, registration. And I was like, what? So, I've never done anything wrong. I'm not you, babe. So I'm pretty squeaky.
I've never been in any trouble with the law.
Well,
I'm not going to say it's not because I didn't get caught, but either way, I've never been to jail, knock on wood.
So anyway, I didn't even drive home that day. I rode home with my uncle because I was like, I don't want to fucking go. Like, what the fuck's going on? So I went to the DMV. Do you know all it was? It was $25. That's all I had to pay. $25. But like, I would have been that one white trash looking dude that got stuffed in the back of a car, been like, I ain't got no fucking warrants. I ain't doing that fucking wrong, But sure as shit.
Meanwhile, I'd have paid that bitch $50 just to let me fucking go. I'd be like, it's worth more than that. I'll pay you twice as much. Just let me damn go.
Right? But $25 is all it took. So the moral of the story is don't let your mom put stickers on your tag. I mean, that's really what it comes down to.
Yeah, that's the moral of that story. Okay, so it says, even though I'm always... Wait, what the fuck? I'm in the wrong spot. Hold on. Okay, wrong paragraph here. Now I'm worried the next person I meet will not only have a record, but he may be dangerous. Damn, she like really went like worst fucking case scenario.
I mean,
damn.
What's the chances of 2?
Yeah, that's true. I mean, yeah.
Okay.
I didn't do well in statistics the little bit I had to do, but I would feel like probably not high chances, It's not something you see happen too much, but once is enough to make me wonder about anyone I start a relationship with. Even though I'm always going to do an internet search on a person before dating them, I still want to hear what you guys think. And is it crazy for me to do an actual criminal background check before getting into a relationship? My friends think it's ridiculous, but my parents think it's a great idea. Well, hell yeah, your parents do.
Right? And so, I mean, of course you're going to do, like, she's talking more than just looking at somebody's Facebook and Instagram and all that shit. Is she talking like trying to like Google this motherfucker and find out?
No, like a criminal background check. I mean, like you have to, I'm pretty sure you can go in and pay to have an actual criminal background check done.
She said that she's always going to do an internet search. So I'm wondering, like, because here's the thing, guys. Like,
well, I don't know. It depends on who she researches. Like,
well, and then that was exactly what I was about to say. Because if anybody's missing, all you got to do is let my wife know, and she will find everything there is to know about his mom. Like, she will straight find anything out about anybody. It's ridiculous. I don't know how you do it. Like, I know you won't tell anybody, but you know where Hoffa's at.
Ain't nobody hiding shit from me. I don't like it. I'm too nosy. That's all.
No, and that's what keeps me. That's what keeps me in line. And I'm faithful to my wife, but also because I know she'll catch my ass. So that's why I stay at home, I work, and everything else. But no, like legit, you would already know. You wouldn't even have to tell this guy. You're like, look, motherfucker, you got warrants. You might want to get this shit taken care of.
Yeah, maybe.
But an actual criminal background check? Like, can you just go? Can you just go to a police department and be like, "Hey, can you run this guy for me?"
No, and that's the thing. I don't know who can actually get a criminal background check. Because, I mean, I've had a criminal background check. Like, when I worked for the school district, you have to go have, like, you have to get fingerprinted and all that shit. But I don't think just as, like, a person, you can roll up to the police department and be like, hey, man, look, I'm thinking about dating this guy, but I'm going to need some shit on him. So I need to know what you know. I don't feel like that's how it works.
I wonder if she has like the ability to do it.
Oh, shit, she might.
And she hadn't thought about it before, but I guess, like after dessert, you're on your way home and all of a sudden your boyfriend's getting thrown in the back of a car. That'll make you be like, I have the ability to look at this. Should I? I mean.
But here's the thing, like, okay, why did the guy like intentionally lie, or did he just forget or didn't know he had this warrant? Because again, we don't know what it's for. So maybe just asking the next guy, hey, you got any fucking warrants? That'd be enough. Problem solved.
But if she did the research herself, she wouldn't have to ask, and
I suppose
she wouldn't have to she wouldn't have to be involved at all with him. I don't know,
that's true.
But like, I guess you would, if you're gonna do it, you have to do it before you even go out the first time. Like, you just need to get like, and what all information you need? Are you like, hey, you meet somebody, like, say, on a dating site or something, and you're like, okay, so I'm gonna need your first name, your middle name, your last name, your social security number, and this and this.
Right.
What for? Don't worry about it. Just fucking give it to me.
Yeah.
And then what? After that, then you swipe left or right? Like, nope, bitch, nope, you out.
Well, and also, what information do you ask for getting this background check? Because, like, to what end does it matter? Like, okay, say this warrant was because he failed to appear in court over a traffic ticket. That's a bit different than he has fucking bodies buried in his yard. I'm just saying, like, where do you draw the line, Who knows? He might come back a DUI from 15 years ago.
I guess.
I mean, you drinking and driving, I still wouldn't date your ass, even 15 years ago. So what else? But, most people would let that slide.
Yeah, I mean, she's got to figure out that, like, what's the column of this is okay and the column of this isn't. Like you said, is it because of a DUI or 15 years ago, or is it he can't be around an elementary school? Because they're two fucking different things.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
So, but if you are dating them, and then you run it like 6 months into it, and you're like,
oh, you done fucked up then. You done got on this train. You riding the ride. Right. Like, I'm sorry.
Yeah. I mean, that's just getting derailed. How do you bring that up? Hey,
right.
So I know you said I love you, and I didn't say it back. And the reason I didn't is because I noticed that in 2012, you got arrested for possession. And then...
oh, gosh.
And then that's a whole thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. But, so, okay, we've been married for 14 years. So 14 years ago, 15, whatever, dating, I think I probably would have had a different idea about this. I'd have been like, no, that's crazy. Like, really, you get to know people. You don't have to run a fucking background check. But over the past 14, 15 years, a lot of shit has changed and gotten a lot worse. And true crime being what it is, I think if I had to date in today's world, everybody would get a fucking background check. Because, I mean, if I meet you at Walmart, if I know your name, I'm fucking looking you up when I get home. I do that already. Like, I research everybody and everything. So, if you don't want me knowing some shit about you, don't meet me. Don't even talk to me. Keep on fucking walking. Don't make eye contact.
That is true. No, I mean, I feel like when you look at people, you're like those fucking robots. They're like Terminator or like RoboCop. You got like, just a fucking heads up display, and you got like all this information. Like, you are a nosy bitch.
I am.
Straight nosy bitch. Like, you cannot help it. Like, there's so many times we have to pause stuff just so you can Google things or anything. Like, you want to know, and it's not you just want to know. Like,
no,
you
I
don't
need
let
to know.
go. You don't let go.
Yeah, for real. I don't. I'm like a dog with a bone, man. I need to know what the hell's happening. This is why I'm basically a detective. I keep telling you this. I don't know why you're not listening.
Because you don't solve anything. like detectives solve things or they get fucking fired.
Okay,
So
fuck off. Nobody's giving me a case yet, okay? I
you
can't
listen to
just, go out on my own here. I'm not freelance. I got shit going on, okay?
you listen to enough of those, you know, those podcasts where it's like a mystery at the end, nobody knows what happened. There's like 75 different theories. Like you ain't saw shit. So you're
You know what?
basically not a detective.
Okay, you can go to hell. That's hurtful. That's one of the most hurtful things you could probably say to me. That's just hurtful, you shithead, okay? That's uncalled for. But like that new show, The Resort, where they, go to this resort or whatever, they're supposed to be on vacation, and then they find that phone, and now it's this big mystery. That's the fucking coolest vacation I could imagine in my life. And you were like, really? Really? They're in a resort. Why are they not just doing the activities?
All right. So I love you, but I'm going to say this. Okay.
Oh.
First, I don't see you jumping a fence. Because, I mean, like a 6-foot fence is twice as high as you are almost. And
You go
then
to hell. I can
they're like
climb.
diving like out of an elevator shaft and shit. And then fighting off people. Like that is
The,
not your speed.
the
Okay.
fuck are you trying to say?
Your speed is, hey, I'm gonna stay here behind the computer and look some shit up.
Listen, if there is an elevator shaft with my name on it, I'm fucking climbing it to get some shit.
Okay. All right. I call bullshit.
Well, we're going to New England. How about we look up some damn unsolved mysteries and we'll fucking work on solving them when we get there? How about that?
Man, you're so small you have problems getting off the couch.
That is so damn true. Shut up.
That's gotta fucking help you get up off the couch. Because like when she sits all the way back up against the couch, like your calves are what's on the end of the cushions. Like you can't even
God.
you can't swing your feet.
No, I can't. That's bad.
So nobody's gonna fucking Indiana Jones, Laura Croft, the fucking elevator shaft, no matter what city we're in.
Okay, that's a show. That's unrealistic. I mean, in the real world, there'd be stairs, okay? Of
Okay, all right, sure thing.
course,
Sure
I don't like
thing.
stairs either, but damn, I guess I'd do them. That would be great. Like, if there was some kind of murder mystery involved in exercise, I would be in such good fucking shape. If they were like, run to the next clue, hell yeah, I'd be on it. Like, fuck up CrossFit. They need like some murder mystery, and they're like, you come in the front door, you got to run for each clue. Then you got to run from the killer. Then you got to do this and this and this. And then you make it out alive. Fucking, I would be like Hercules.
Yeah, just call it Crime Fit.
Trademark.
I know.
As they say with David Dateline, trademark.
I'm a fucking genius. I know.
Okay,
And
I didn't say all that. Anyway,
so I'm solving problems. What have you solved?
I give out Pulitzer Prize winning information.
Christ, just
Fucking weekly.
because my brother-in-law was like, yeah, I didn't even pay attention to that when she said, just because he agreed with you.
Clayton
No.
knows he's my new BFF. I hate the next time him and Angie get in an argument because I'm going to have to be on his side just out of solidarity.
Yeah, you are.
Because
Yeah.
he knows. He knows what's up.
And didn't you have an issue with somebody from Twitter that I was talking to? I believe
Huh?
I believe her name was Liz. Because you remember she had no idea what you were talking about.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Yes. I was like, really? How does Liz not know what I'm talking about? I said, y'all fucking get it. You get it, Liz. Get it. Okay? How do you not get it?
She did not get it.
I
She
don't know
don't.
how.
I mean, nobody gets your sayings. I even told her that. Oh yeah, this is what she said. She said, because she tweeted and she said that she almost spit out her coffee when you were like, y'all know what the fuck I mean, okay? And then I told her, I was like, listen, nobody knows what she was saying. She's like, I still don't know what she was going for. I'm sorry.
Okay. Both of you and fucking Liz, okay? When basically I was saying, you keep your side of the street clean, as in you got to make sure you got your shit together before you throw rocks at glass houses. I know I'm mixing all my shit together here, but you get it, right? If you don't fucking get it now, Liz, I don't know what else to tell you, okay? That's it. You gotta have it now, surely, right?
Well, I did tell her one of your favorite
I feel like
ones.
that cleared it up right there.
Oh, no, it didn't. No, because I told her one of your favorite ones, when I'm like, you won't do that, and you're like, hide in the bushes
Hide in the
and
bushes
watch.
and watch.
What
Yep.
the fuck that means? Like, you want me to be like some kind of peeping Tom stalker person or something?
I don't know. I don't know where half these sayings come from, okay? But they're a thing.
They're your thing. They're not a thing.
Well, get on board and you won't have to worry about it. Just get on board.
Okay.
I know y'all know what I meant, okay? I've explained it very well twice now. So, listen, fuckers, get on board. Get it together. Maybe y'all need to listen better.
We're more confused now.
Oh, my Lord. I mean, I can tell you, but I can't understand it for you. I don't know what else to say.
You didn't even
Y'all
say
gotta-
that right.
Y'all got to get it together. What is it?
I can say it slower, but I can't help you understand it faster.
Maybe I got my own way of fucking saying it. You don't know. Maybe I wasn't even trying to say a saying that time. I was just telling you fucking information.
See,
Providing valuable information.
That's how bad
As
your
usual.
sayings are. That's how bad your sayings are. We don't even know when you're trying.
Oh my gosh. Maybe that's how good they are. They just flow with the conversation.
They do not flow. They are fucking showstoppers for the wrong reason.
You know, oh God, I wish I could think of some more because I'm just gonna fuck you and Liz up. Y'all ain't gonna know what I'm talking about.
It's
Y'all
not. It's
gonna be
us.
on there just trying to figure it out.
Well, you know what? We've lost a few subscribers over the last couple of weeks, and that's probably why.
Oh,
I can't listen to this shit.
Whatever. It's probably because they didn't get enough listening to me. Because we had some, I had the anniversary of my dad's passing, and I was not taking it very well. So we took a week off, or were late on an episode. So, damn, if y'all can't hang with us for an extra week, what the fuck? Like, come on. We're giving out good shit here. All right? So you can hang around for a week. Don't you unsubscribe over that bullshit. That's crap. I mean, damn. We don't need those fucking Judases anyway. If they gonna turn on us that quick, we're done with them. We don't need them.
Fuck them up.
Yeah, fuck them. Fuck them. We don't need them at all.
Oh man. So, this chick, she crazy?
No, she's not crazy. She might end up fucking buried in somebody's backyard one day if she doesn't do a background check. I mean, nowadays, especially depending on where she's meeting these people. Like, if you're meeting people on Tinder, you're fucking taking your life into your own hands. Is that how you say that? That's how you say that, right?
Yeah.
Okay, see? There you go. Like, you're doing what I just said.
Yeah, 1 out of 12. Good job, babe. On the
Yeah, I don't even want to say it again because I'm afraid I'll fuck it up next time. But I mean, seriously, I think in this day and age, you got to do some research. But then again, where do you research? Because if you're just looking online at social media, well, you might as well just fucking listen to whatever lies they tell you because that's what their social media it is. Flat out damn lies.
Well, I mean, you can search all you want. But remember when I ran for city council when we were still in Texas?
Mm-hmm.
And all the shit that was up on the internet about me. Like, I was on, like, this domestic violence, like, website where it was saying, like, I was beating, like, ex-girlfriends and stuff. So, you're going to be careful just searching anywhere out on the internet for
yeah, to be fair, that was that fucking douche that, like, was, like, for somebody else running.
Yeah.
Because he went and, like, what do you call it? Doxed us? Is that what you call it? Where they put all your shit out there?
Sure.
You don't fucking know either, so don't even be looking at me like that, okay? Whatever. I don't even know how important we are that you would do that, but like he had my fucking driver's license number and social security number and
yeah,
just
it was
put
so,
crazy shit out there.
We're so worried about me winning in this little bitty city that it didn't really matter.
Right.
Like, I mean, I didn't win, but I feel kind of good that it took that much effort to beat me.
I tell you what, though, those little bitty cities, that's the one you got to worry about because that's the good old boy system, and they are fucking some shit up behind the scenes, and they don't want anybody finding out about it, so they don't want you getting in there.
Yeah, well, I mean, I was a white male, but I guess that wasn't enough because they were all white males.
Yeah.
So I just lost to an old guy who would probably live there forever.
Oh, I'm sure. Well, and he had the little psycho, internet guy who
also ran against me. I'm pretty sure he ran against me just to take half the votes because.
Oh, he did run, didn't he?
But
anyway, douchebag.
What we're saying is you can't believe everything you see on the internet. So I guess if you're going to do an internet check, cool, but grain of salt. And then, I don't know,
I feel like you could probably call. I don't know. You could probably Google whether or not there's a legitimate way to do a background check. Because I'm sure you can pay companies to do a background check for you. I don't know if it'll be as in-depth as like the FBI's background check, but it'd probably have all you would need. And if you can't find a company that will do that, call the police department and ask them, or call a PI in your state. I mean, I don't know how many PIs are there? Because you see them on TV, but you're like, I don't know any fucking private investigators.
Oh,
How many are
them.
there?
There's a ton of them around here. I mean, hell,
That's the coolest fucking job ever. I should have done that.
Is it? Just sitting
Yeah.
there? Just sitting there?
I am nosy. I don't know what you. I wouldn't even care if I was catching a cheating spouse. I'd be all over that shit. I'd be like, "Bam, bitch, gotcha." I would love it. I would fucking love it. I'd be jumping out of bushes.
Yeah, until you kayak. When you get in a situation and you don't know what to do, and you're like, "Oh shit!" You can't think of a lie. You can't lie about anything. You tried to lie to me about macaroni and cheese, and you couldn't handle it.
Yeah, that's true. That's
like
true.
10 minutes, you're like,
or maybe I'm the best liar in the world, and I make you think I'm a bad liar.
No, not even close.
That's probably not it.
You couldn't keep your story straight.
Oh no, I'm horrible with it. I would mess it up. But anyway, yeah, I would definitely do some background check. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I mean, like I said, you never know in this day and age who you're going to end up with. So why not find out before you waste 4 months on them and then split up?
She going to ask for a resume next?
What are your goals?
Where do you see yourself in 5 to 10 years? I'd be like, not with your crazy ass. Fucking running a background check and shit. I didn't do anything wrong.
Well, unless you find something he don't need to know. And if you do find something, well, I guess he doesn't need to know that either because you just don't go out with him.
Well, what if you do find something? He's got some outstanding warrants. Don't you want to, give somebody a heads up?
Well, I guess that's true. Like, you don't know the next person he's going to hit on, so who are you giving a heads up to?
How the fuck are you running the background check on? Hey, yeah, I might be crazy, but I looked your shit up, and guess what? You're wanted, so you might want to handle that shit.
Don't give him a head start. Just call the people and tell them where he's at. Be like, so I see this bitch got a warrant. I can tell you where he's at today, right now. You go get his ass. This detective is on the case.
Oh, fuck. If you're on the case, it will be cold real soon. That
shit
will be unsolved forever.
I can't stand you.
So her friends think it's ridiculous, but her parents obviously think it's a great idea.
Well, of course, because nobody's good enough for your kid. So I'm sure they want her to find something bad on everybody, so she's not dating any of them. Again, too, depending upon where she's meeting these people. I mean, a lot of people nowadays date online, and you can't fucking trust that. Not to say that there's anything wrong with dating online. That's completely fine. I'm not making fun of it or saying anything bad, but people tend to lie a lot easier when they're meeting someone online. Which is stupid as shit anyway, because, people lie about how tall they are. Do they not think you're going to notice they're not that fucking tall when they show up? People put an old-ass picture out there, and they're like, bitch, that was 20 years ago. You know you don't look like that.
Well, I mean, people lie about everything. Look at all those, I can't fucking stand it. All those moms that are still trying to win, the popularity contest on Facebook or Pinterest.
My Lord.
It's like, bitch, give it up. Look, nobody gives a shit about your recipe. It doesn't taste that good. Your kids fucking threw that shit out. They didn't like it. Stop talking about how great it is. Right?
Right.
It's like, your life is not as good as you want it to be. Like, you can post it all the time, and it's not even close to that. You're fucking in the middle of getting a divorce, and you're talking about how, like you were saying last week, oh, he's my best friend. No, he's not. You guys are fucking getting divorced. Just because it's your anniversary doesn't mean you got to fucking fake it on Facebook. Just be like, look, we're still married. He's a dick. We're getting a divorce. I'd rather see that. I don't know. I just can't stand Facebook and people with their posts about how great everything is when their whole world's falling apart. Just stop. Just stop.
Yeah, I mean, even though the pictures, I swear, people will take 30 pictures before they post one, and then you have all these other people having these unrealistic expectations of what their life should be because they saw somebody's picture. It's like, they took that thing 30 fucking times. Of course it looks great.
Right. And I've been seeing on Twitter about how it, they're teaching you how to, where to hold the phone and how to sit and make sure that you're, positioned a certain way. That way you can get the best picture and you can look the best. That's false advertising. Just take that shit regular, no filter, and send it. Like that. If you want to be real, that's what you do.
I mean, I don't know about all that. Sometimes I put filters on mine. If I don't feel like putting makeup on, I'm like, I don't need makeup because I just put a filter over that shit. But I don't be acting like my life is, this great thing. It's not. I ain't on there lying and saying crazy shit. It's just, hey, wanted to post this picture of me doing this dumb shit today, but I ain't got makeup on, so filter it is. But like these people be putting crazy shit on there. It's like, come on now. There's some girl, I wish I could think of who it was, but because, okay, I have Instagram. I'm going to tell y'all motherfuckers, I don't get on Instagram ever. Like, I don't even know why I have the account. I have 2 accounts. I have no fucking idea why. I don't get on there. So, but when I was getting on there, there was a chick that would post pictures. It would, like, she would post the picture and it would look amazing. And then she would post the second picture and she would show you how just her, like, sitting a different way or moving the angle of the phone would show it differently. And oh my gosh, it was insane how different she looked in the 2 pictures.
Yeah, I think her Instagram name is False Advertiser.
Oh, okay.
It's not, but
Oh shit, I can't see you, so I thought your dumbass was over there video, like looking it up, like Googling it.
No, it's false advertising.
I mean, that's a pretty good fucking name for it, though. So I like that though, especially nowadays with girls. I mean, you have all these teenage girls that have this unrealistic expectation of what their body should look like, and you have these guys that think every girl's supposed to look like a porn star. Bitch, come on, that ain't what life looks like.
We just need, they just need to stop sending fucking naked pictures of themselves because the internet's forever, bitches. The internet is forever.
I be telling these teens that all the time. Like, for fuck's sake, do not send naked pictures of yourself. And if you are still going to do it, which I am emphatically telling you not to, do not leave any identifying features in the photo. Again, I am not telling them to do it or condoning it, but these dumb fucks are still going to send them. So I tell them, do not have your face in it. That shit will be there if you run for fucking president one day. Somebody's going to have that shit on the news.
Yeah. Well, Snapchat deletes it. No, it doesn't. It doesn't. Just don't. Just stop.
It's like you're not even smart enough to know what you don't know yet. Just
Right.
listen to somebody. And guys, we don't want dick pics. No woman ever wants a dick pic. I mean, so I don't even know why you're sending them to anybody. I don't even understand that. Like, I have people, like single clients that I talk to, they'll talk about all the time getting like random dick pics. I'm like, why? Why are they sending them? It's ridiculous. Who thinks anybody wants to see that?
There's a comedian, Chris Porter. He's like, I don't send them. The only time I would is if a chick was like, hey, I will have sex with you right now, but I honestly don't believe you have a penis. He's like, that's the only time I'd send one.
That sounds fair. So anyway, yes to the background check if, you can find a way to run one. Otherwise, checking on the internet at least. I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with trying to get some intel on who you might or might not be going out with. But also, for the first time going out with somebody, make sure you're being safe too. Especially if you meet somebody online, don't fucking get in the car with them. Meet them. Then you got your own wheels. You can just slide on out if this motherfucker is creepy, okay? Or if he, in the picture was hot and then you get there and he's like 85. You can just bounce. You can be like, bitch, I knew that looked like a World War II fucking uniform. Okay, all right. Well, I got to go because I got some shit going on, but deuces.
Taking a selfie on the fucking beaches of Normandy.
Yeah, I'm saying that like 85 or whatever. I have no fucking idea when World War II, but me and fucking history.
They're pretty much all dead.
Huh?
Anybody that fought in World War II is pretty much dead. June 6, 1944.
22. Yeah, I'm not mathing right now. I'm done for the day.
You're not mathing. You're not historying.
Yeah, I'm neither oneing, okay?
You're nothing.
I'm not doing either one. I already worked a ton of hours today. I'm done. Okay, next submission. Oh, wow, these are not going to remain anonymous. This is from Stephen and Michelle.
Oh, I know them.
Do you?
No, fuck no. It's Stephen and Michelle. It's like, who the fuck? Like, they don't want to
You
remain
don't know them?
anonymous.
Shit. How do I know that you don't know them, you smart ass? You might.
I don't know their fucking last name. It doesn't have it. So,
but, I mean, damn, you might have known if your friend was sending one in. I tell you what, if one comes in from Jay and it says some crazy shit, I'm be like, that's my brother right there. Mm-hmm, yep, yeah, that's Jay. I would know. Anyway,
I mean, yeah.
Stephen and Michelle. So Steven says, my wife and I were talking the other day about the differences between men and women, playfully discussing about who had it more difficult than the other, which kind of turned into a thing. Oh, yeah, I can imagine.
I mean, he was talking to a woman. Of course, it's going to turn into a thing.
I can't with you. Probably didn't help that I told her she was being irrational just like a woman. Oh, no, you didn't. Okay, Steven, already dumbass. You being a dumbass. She called me an asshole. You know what, Steven? I got to tell you. I mean, you kind of were being one. But he says, then we laughed. Everything was good. But we wanted to know, who do you think has it more difficult? And if you could change sexes for a month, what are some of the things you'd do? Wow, okay, that is an interesting one. So, first of all, who do you think has it more difficult?
Women, 100%.
Okay. Why is that?
Well, I mean, one, you got to deal with us.
That's true.
And then, being a woman's tough. You guys get paid less than we do. It takes you an hour to get ready. It takes me, 10 minutes? The expectations that are on a woman. They're just talking about, how, as a dude, you can have a dad bod and it's celebrated. It's all right. It doesn't matter. But women, you have to be a size 0 and still trying to get smaller. And
it's so true.
And you guys have to be on all the time, and you're expected to be, even if both the male and female work, you're still expected to be a housekeeper, especially in the South. Because it's like, oh no, you can't keep a dirty house. And there's just so much shit you guys have to deal with. It's like you just can't be a dude. That's 100%. You've got
I was kind of on the fence, but yeah, you're right. Yeah, we do got a lot of shit we got to deal with. And monthly cycles, what is that shit about? Who thought that was a great idea?
Yeah. But, if you think about it though, if you go back far enough, y'all did it to yourself.
Hey, don't blow me in with that bitch, okay?
No, if you believe in all that stuff, the bitch was hungry. She ate an apple. Now you got a period. So ultimately it's your fault.
We don't know for a fact that Adam wasn't the original douchey guy and convinced her that she should eat it. Okay, I'm just saying. We don't know what Adam was fucking doing.
If you read the Bible, a talking serpent talked her into eating it.
Yeah, but we don't know that for sure. Adam could have been over there with the serpent, dude, go tell her this, okay? Really? She'll believe it from you. She'll believe it. When she sees a fucking snake can talk, she gonna believe whatever you tell her. Dude, who wouldn't do something if a fucking snake told you to?
Well, the Bible said she ate it and then gave him some. And his dumb ass was like, okay. So, it's your fault, ultimately. Either way, you guys do have it more difficult. 90% of the time. But that 10%, you guys don't pay for drinks. Well, I guess you do. As long as you're hot, you don't pay for drinks. But then there's also the you want equality, but you want to pick which parts to be equal on.
Yeah, absolutely. I do agree with that. And I do think it's tough for men in that anything gets tough, y'all are the ones supposed to deal with it. Somebody starts shooting, I'm like, fuck that, I'm going back in the house. But everybody expects men to just run towards the fucking bullets. Really?
And I know that I talk about comedians all the time because I watch a lot of stand-up, but this is Bill Burr was talking about this, about how we get paid $1 an hour extra because it's a surcharge. Because
I fucking love him. Oh my god, I love him.
Because he's talking about if there's a burning building, we have to be the last ones out, and he's like we're not fucking flammable. We got to go down with the fucking ship and all that shit. Fuck that. No.
Oh my god, he's so right.
As much as everybody else.
He's so right too.
But I guess as a dude, and see, and I've got it way too easy as a guy. But having to deal with one of those nagging, complaining bitches Like when I want to go play golf, I'm going to play golf. Hey, I just let you know just so you don't wake up and look for me. But I mean, there's so many guys that have to like ask permission. I'm not asking permission for shit. You
Hell
know,
no.
you
You
know the
ain't my
guys that
mama
have
or
to.
my
Right.
daddy. I'm not doing it.
Yeah, but you know they have to. Hey, baby, can I go play golf? Are you a fucking man? Just let her know you're gonna go play golf.
Yeah, I tell you, that is like one of the biggest things couples are like, they just like stop in their tracks when I don't want to say go off on them, but when I'm doing couples counseling and one of them, typically the guy says, I have to ask or I'm not allowed to do that, I'm like, whoa, what the hell did you just say? What do you mean you're not allowed? Is this your mom? Did I
Right.
not realize this is your mom and not your wife? And they are just like, it stops them in their tracks because they're just like, what? I'm like, what the fuck are you asking permission for?
Yeah. I mean, like I could play golf every day, and I'm not going to, because I mean that obviously that's not going to be good for our marriage. But if I want to go play golf on Saturdays, I go play. Like I mean, it's not a thing. And then the whole sex thing, like guys constantly begging for it, and their wives holding it hostage. I know we talked about last week about the whole emotional side of it and stuff like that, but there's still women that hold that shit against it. And here's the other thing: when they get into a fight, like she makes the dude go sleep on the couch. Fuck you.
I
No, I'm
don't
not
get
getting that
that
involved.
either. I do not
Nope.
get that either.
Nope.
I don't understand.
You can sleep under a different comforter if you want, but I'm not fucking getting out of my bed. I don't care how fucking mad you are. You can go sleep somewhere else before I get out of bed. Mm-mm.
Well, I don't even understand that. Like, how some shit gets started. Like, how is it a thing that like? I mean, I guess that is kind of the short end of the stick that guys get. Like, you're supposed to be the ones who draw the short end of the stick on stuff. So, like, even if we're fighting, if somebody's got to go, I guess it'll be me. I'll go get on the couch. Hell no, I won't.
Mm-mm. Nah, we can be mad asleep.
Yeah, you just be mad on your side of the bed. I don't give a shit. Unless I'm snoring and then you damn sure go out on the couch. You
Well,
run
that's
from
different.
me.
That's different. That's my choice.
Yeah.
But you're not gonna tell me. And I
Yeah.
mean, there are things like like there was an issue the other night. We thought there was something going on outside, so I went outside to make sure. I mean, I'm not gonna ask you to do that, but I
I
feel
wasn't
like
going to. That damn dog was. Our dog is never. I mean, he is chill. He lays with me. Like, he is on my lap all the time. This little bitch was losing his mind. So I was freaking. I was like, oh my God, what is happening outside? But I wasn't going out there.
so I just grabbed the gun, went outside, and made sure there's nobody out there. I mean, for me, I feel like that's what I'm supposed to do, but that's not because I'm a guy. It's not a prerequisite as a man. You have to be ready to, be the one that gets shot. But I just feel like for me, that's my responsibility.
But,
Like,
and we're probably going to get haters on this one, but this is just like how you've talked about before, talking to me about that being a reason for not having women on the front lines because you're going to get guys killed.
well, yeah, and it has nothing to do with women. It has everything to do with men and just their. It's a man's nature to want to protect women.
Mm-hmm.
So if you are pinned down and you see a female that's pinned down, like you will risk your life to go save her. Whereas if it's a guy out there, you'll be like, "Hey, keep your head down. We'll be once we can get this shit calmed down, we'll come get you." Like it's different when you see a woman versus see a man. It's just completely different. And fuck everybody who disagrees with me because unless you've been in that situation, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I do. So it's completely different when you see a dude out there versus a chick. It's just different. You will take more risks.
Although, let me ask you this though. Thinking about it though, psychologically, whose fault is that though? It's not their fault. They're women. They didn't ask you
No,
to
no. Mm-mm.
take up for
No,
them. So,
no, it's not. But I'm sure it's rooted back in caveman time. When it's just because, I mean, when you think about it, the protector is the man. It's just the way it's always been, and I think we're somewhat hardwired. But I'm not saying that it's the woman's fault as to why the man feels that way. I'm
yeah.
not saying that at all. But I will also say that when we went out on patrol in Iraq, like there were dudes that we would be like, "You're not coming with us." And we would,
Yeah.
we'd have females go out with us because, I mean, I'm like 210 pounds, and by the time I had my body armor on and you got all your ammunition, you got all the stuff you need, I was like 350. And I don't care if you got a dick or not. Can you drag my big ass back to safety if I get shot? If the answer is no,
Exactly.
your ass is staying home. Like
Yeah.
you can stay at the fob. We'll be back later. If you're a chick and you can drag me, cool, come along. But I
But
mean,
you
that's just what it is.
but those are the kind of things that people, and I don't want to make this political at all. I don't want to do that. But, people sit at home and pass judgment on things like that. And they are so quick to just make it a sexism thing. And like, oh my God, I can't believe they don't want women. Da, 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 da. And it's like, you haven't lived that life. You haven't been there. Like, I can tell you as a military spouse, if I had to choose, I don't want no fucking woman going out on patrol with you either. Because if you do get shot, I know you're going to fucking die because she can't drag your ass out of the way. So, I mean, it's not about being sexist because I don't want her there either.
No, and I mean, like, there's just so many other things, like, and not to get gross or anything, but like just the hygiene, like talking about having your period every month, like that's kind of difficult to have when you're out in out in the middle of the woods or
Oh
something
my
or the mountains.
Lord. I didn't even think about that. Oh
You know what
my
I mean?
God.
Like,
I'd have to drop out day one.
so I mean, it's not females can't hack it, because I
Yeah.
mean, there's women that are plenty able to do anything a man can do in the military, but there's just some there's some biological things that make us different. Like,
Yeah.
men are typically stronger than women, and it has nothing to do with women being weak. It's just how we're built. And
No,
if you
it's
think
just,
it's anything different, you're fucking crazy.
that's physiological. I
Yeah,
mean,
I mean that's just the way it is. But getting excited, but outside of that, I mean, women do have it more difficult. Let's be real.
yeah, probably so. Because, I mean, we do have such high expectations
Yeah,
put on us that are unfair. And I mean, like you said, even just the whole looks thing, like, dad bods become a thing. Mom bods did not become a thing. It was, cracking on mom jeans,
yeah.
but it's hard. It's ridiculous too, because as a 41-year-old woman, you do get to the point where you're like, damn, like, at what age do I get to stop fucking feeling like shit? Because I don't look like I did at 21 anymore. Like, am I still like trying to keep up with that look? Or have I just said, you know what? That ship has sailed. I'm fucking good with where I'm at right now,
I guess
But
it all depends on your husband. I didn't realize you were 41 already. I'm gonna have to start looking for something else.
no, I ain't looking at all. I'll just be by my damn self, me and my dogs. I'll be fine. I mean, oh, okay. So, what if you could change sexes for a month? For a damn month? That's a long time. I was thinking like a day or a week, but a month?
Well, the first
Whew.
thing I would do is I would want to control when we changed, because I want to
Hell
make sure
no.
that I want to make sure your little monthly friend was over, and then I
No,
would take
that
the
would be
next day.
part of it. That would
Fuck
be
that. Fuck that.
that. I
Fuck that.
mean, I
Mm-mm.
would be like for fucking sure he's going through a cycle. You are
No.
not getting the
Mm-mm.
full experience if you do not go through that.
There'd be blood everywhere. I mean, we changed. I
Uh,
don't know what I'm doing now. I mean, fuck. I mean, we get a nosebleed and there's fucking blood everywhere. I don't know what I'd be doing to that. So, no, that's not a thing. I would try and see how many free drinks I could get at the bar, though.
oh, good God.
I mean, why not? That'd be
Be
fun.
comatose.
I would, yeah. My tolerance isn't what it used to be, but I mean, since this podcast started, I've been starting to work back at it. But no, I mean, see, what else would I do? Any dude that I had a problem with, I just fucking punch him in the face because I knew he couldn't hit me back.
Oh my
He
gosh,
couldn't
that's
hit me back.
horrible.
Yeah, hit me back. I don't know. What would you do, babe?
Well, I would be able to go without makeup every single day. Not have to do shit with my hair. That would be great. Just take a shower and fucking roll out. That'd be amazing. Sneaker shopping for sure because
No, hold on. You already buy boys' shoes.
yeah, but not like cool ass guy ones. Like I buy the shoes I want that have a similar boys kind because boys are cheaper. But, I don't wear like Jordans and stuff. But as a dude, man, I'd be buying some fucking Jordans and just all kind of guy shit.
So what I'm hearing is even though you would be a man, you would still be a typical materialistic woman.
That's not what I said, but okay.
I was wondering what you were going to say to that. I'm just fucking with you. But
I mean, I don't even want to say this because I'm always like, we don't need to talk about that. But being 100% honest, I would have sex too because I want to know what guys, like how it is for a guy's experience as opposed to women's to see like why y'all fuckers are like just jumping around trying to find something all the time. like what is it? Does it feel so different or like I don't understand what's going on?
we're not running around fucking everything we can find.
I mean,
there's a fucking tree. It's got a smooth hole. Like, that's not.
I gotta tell you, some guys, I'm not. You kind of wonder.
Let's see. What else would I do? I would sabotage all this woke bullshit. Not the stuff that actually needs to be changed, but like canceling people just because they said something 20 years ago. Like, I would sabotage all that shit.
Why do you think that's easier as a woman to do?
Because it's all women, like, especially if I'm a white chick. Because, they're the ones always causing the problems that nobody has a problem with. Like, I'd sabotage all that shit. Not the stuff that should actually happen.
Yeah, but it's the white bitches like that are woke and fucking canceling people.
That's what I'm saying. I would infiltrate that. That would be my monthly. I would infiltrate that shit, and I would shut it down.
Gotcha.
Because I'd still be a woman, but I'd still be a man, so I'd be a natural leader, and they'd follow. So I'd be like, "Look, y'all need to put your fucking signs down and get back in the kitchen."
Oh my god! Wow.
I say as I'm the one that cooks every night.
Not tonight. I ate chips for dinner.
Okay,
so.
All right. So I didn't know the hamburgers were bad, all right? I went to the store, I got everything I needed, and then that shit happened, okay?
Except the main fucking ingredient being the hamburgers.
Or those fucking pork chops the other night, or the steak last week, or everything else that I cook every night for your ass, huh?
So good that I'm hungry even more so right now, so I don't want to discuss it because I have no food.
See, so that's for every woman that thinks I'm some sexist bastard. No, I do the laundry, I cook, I clean, and that's because you work all the time. So, I don't know.
All the damn time.
All the time. But let's be real. You were able to change your schedule, so you have a 3-day weekend every week.
Yes. I make up for it working late, but yeah. It's nice having 3 days.
What else would I do as a woman? God, I don't know.
I know it's hard to think. I feel like we'll close this out and post it, and then I'll be like, "Oh shit, here's like 10 more things I would do." But like in the moment on the spot here, I can't think of anything. Because really, all the stuff that I think I would do, I'm like, well, I could probably do that anyway. Or couldn't do that anyway. Like, I was like, oh, skateboarding. But then I thought, I'd be clumsy in either fucking sex. I just have bigger feet. So I just probably would still suck at it.
Yeah, you just trip over it more.
Yeah, so
you would
either way, I'm cracking a skull. So
yeah. I mean, I know animals use tails for balance, but that's not what we use our dicks for. So, you're not going to be able to balance yourself any better on a skateboard.
You know what I would do? Not wear a shirt the entire month. Because y'all get to do that. And that is so unfair. I would not wear one shirt.
I don't do that. Only because, I guess I'm part chick. I care what I look like. Like, I don't embrace the dad bod. I may have one, but I don't embrace it.
I would care because I'd have my Jordans on and my pimp-ass jeans, and I just wouldn't have a shirt, okay? No, I don't know. It would just be nice not to have shirt. Oh, and if I was taller, because I imagine I would be, because every fucking guy I know is taller than me. I guess it depends how much taller, but if I got to be 6 feet, I'd be trying to dunk. Of course, I'm shitty at basketball, so I don't know if being tall would automatically make me be able to dunk.
All right, so
I haven't thought this through really.
If you're 6 foot and you're a white guy in your 40s, you're not dunking the basketball anymore.
Damn it!
I was able to do that when I was in my teens as a 6 foot white guy, but not now.
Well, maybe I could ask to change with a 20-year-old white guy. Okay, I could be like, "Can I just trade for the day with someone else, not my spouse?" because his body's shutting down and my body's fucked. So, like, you don't want to be me for the day.
So
You
what
know
I'm
what,
hearing,
though? I would want to be the other person for the day because I don't know if you're like this, but sometimes I mean, I know, like, I get kidney stones a lot, and I mean, objectively, people say kidney stones are very painful. So I guess that is a thing, it's painful. But like other things, I wonder, I'm like, am I just being whiny about this, or would this shit bother anybody, So it would be nice to be somebody else in like their mind and their body and see like, comparatively how things are.
don't they say it's worse for a dude? Like
Yeah, kidney stones, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. That's some weird shit to want to do. Like you want basically you want to.
No, I don't want kidney stones. I already know that shit. I mean, like, well, maybe I guess to see if it would be painful, but I mean, like other stuff, like, fuck, I don't know. I'm trying to think of something like a head cold. When I get a head cold, right?
Oh Christ!
So I would want to get a head cold while I was a guy, so I could see, like, am I really being dramatic about this? Is this how everybody feels?
No.
Or because I feel like I get like extra something.
Extra's
like, I'm
in the
on
world.
like death's door when I get a head cold. You know what I'm saying? So
fuck oh my god, that'll almost end a relationship with you. I mean, nobody wants to deal with that. A fucking head cold, you act like somebody like is. You're like, you literally think you're about to die.
I feel like it. I mean, it's pretty damn rough. It's a rough time. That's all I'm saying. It's pretty rough. But yeah, I do think women probably have it more difficult, and I feel like there's probably a lot more stuff that I would do if I could change sexes. I just don't know what they are.
Right now, it sounds to me like you just want to reach shit that's tall and that's up, and you need to be taller.
That is exactly the next thing I was about to say. I'd just be getting shit off top shelves.
Yeah.
Yeah. Without having to carry the damn stepping stool around with me everywhere.
The stepping stool?
What do you call it? The step stool?
It's just step. It's singular. It's a step stool. It's not a stepping stool. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Whatever, like, okay? It's been a long day.
You are the dumbest smart person I know.
Oh my gosh. Okay, step stool, whatever you call it, okay? Either way, I have to carry that bitch from the pantry anywhere I need to get something in the house. And it really gets old. So it would be nice just to be able to get my own shit.
Oh, there's so many times we're in the kitchen. You're like, just get this shit for me. Just get it for me.
Mm-hmm. But you know what? I would not be doing any of the other stuff. So I would be kind of a dick because somebody would be like, you need to kill that spider. And I'd be like, fuck you. I ain't killing shit.
I was getting ready to say that. I would just watch and see what. I'm not killing shit.
Nope. You'd see my big 6-foot ass running and squealing like a girl. Nope. I just don't feel like I'd be that kind of guy. I don't know, man. I don't know. It would be interesting. I wonder I think too it would depend on if you change sexes for the month. Is it just changing bodies, or would you have the thought process of that sex? Because if you add that in and you would have, say I would have the thought process of a male, then I would be interested in seeing like guys' perspective on certain things. Like, are they really that big on certain physical attributes, or are they really that are they really that fucking stupid about a lot of stuff? I mean, I was just gonna say it. I mean, like, I'm sure you would wonder about how a woman's mind works.
You know what? Now that you say that, that is yes. Trying to figure out what in the fuck you guys are talking about. Not you. You're different. You're different.
I don't know. I'm still kind of
No. You're easy to figure out for the most part. But like, you don't play those games where you're not like, hey, how's it fun? You tell me what's up. So it's different there. But just for the trying to figure out, like, I would like to get into a fight and then see how much recall I have for the person I'm fighting with, like you guys have. Look, motherfucker, January 2nd, it was a Tuesday at 7:04. This is what you said to me. Like, I don't know
why, though? Let me tell you, though. Okay, there is a reason that we keep bringing shit back up a lot of times. And I will tell you why I do it. Because sometimes you apologize and you don't have any fucking idea what you just apologized for. So it don't make it better. It makes it worse. Because in my mind, I'm like, this motherfucker why did he even come in here and say he's sorry? He doesn't even know why I'm mad. So that didn't change anything. The other night, I was annoyed with you. And you came in there and you said, I'm sorry I made you feel upset. And then you walked off and I'm like, this motherfucker has no idea what the hell I'm even mad about. Why did he fucking apologize?
No, I said that because you thought I was in a mood or some shit, and I wasn't. Everything was cool, and you were just like, you've been in, and I hadn't, and I didn't feel like I had. So I was just like, you know what? I don't feel like I have been, but if that's how she feels, I'll apologize for making her feel like that. That's why I apologize, because I didn't do anything wrong. That was fine. But
I don't remember exactly what it was, but that is not why I got mad. I got mad because I was mad at you or something.
Okay, so that perfect recall you don't have all of a sudden now that it's time to give, examples.
Fuck all the way off. I'm just telling you, like, that's why we remember shit, because it's like, well, you just apologized for this shit last time, but you just did it again. So what the fuck?
We made mistakes. What the fuck you want? You want us to be perfect?
Well, we know that ain't gonna happen.
Exactly. So I don't even know why you guys are expecting it. Now, going back to the physical attributes, it all depends on the dude. Like, some guys are into this, some guys are into that. It's just different for the guy.
Yeah, it does suck though that, like, guys, just for instance, say hair. Guys, their hair grays and they're like a silver fox and they look distinguished. And as a woman, you start getting gray hairs, you start dyeing that shit because you're like, damn, I look like somebody's grandma. This is too much.
Yeah,
that is not fair.
Yeah, 20 years from now when my hair starts to gray, because apparently that's when it happens for us in my family, I'll be distinguished then. Your hair is already graying and it just costs us $200 a month.
Oh, I have found my first gray hair at 19. This shit has been going gray. That's why I went blonde, because as a brunette, that shit was too hard to keep up. But At least the gray blends with the blonde a little bit, so I can go longer without dyeing it. But it is so unfair. Like, that's not cool.
I wonder, I know that there's a lot of things that as a woman you would like to not have to deal with as a man. But I wonder if, like, 2 weeks into this month of being the opposite sex, would you be like, oh my God, I just want to go back to being a woman?
Yeah, I could see that.
I mean, I know about 15 minutes in, I'd be like, holy fuck, I want to go back to being a dude.
I don't know. I mean, being able to reach shit and pee standing up, I feel like that'd be great. Like, I have to pee so much. It is ridiculous, some of the places we're at, that I have to find a bathroom. And I mean, a porta potty, I gotta be fucking dying. Like, I'm literally about to pee my pants before I will use a porta potty. Dude, like, you can pee anywhere. The world is your bathroom. That is not fair.
The world is our urinal.
Yeah, that's not fair.
But you have to be careful. Because, you could catch a charge. You're just taking a piss outside, all of a sudden, now you're a sex offender.
That is true.
You gotta be careful. And I will say, and you know what? I don't give a fuck. We talk about it all the time. We might offend somebody. We might make somebody upset, but I'm just going to be real. Right now, fair, unfair, whatever you want to call it, right now, being a white dude at my age is the worst thing to be.
Yeah.
Because you can't say or do anything without, somebody potentially saying something. Now, not me, because nobody gives a fuck what I got to say. But I mean, if you're in, like, if I was still working, in corporate America, I'd have to be careful.
Yeah, that is
I already
very
was,
true.
but I have to be super careful. But so all the shit that white dudes got years ago that I didn't, I wasn't a part of. Now I'm dealing with the repercussions of the shit that they did.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not exactly a good time, but at the end of the day, though, I'd rather be a dude than a chick. I mean, you guys just have it rough.
Yeah,
you just do.
Agreed.
But I don't know. I really like, though, that when you and I are not really arguing, but just kind of not happy with each other, And sometimes when I'm feeling a little like, fuck it, let's just have some fun. And I tell you that you need to be an adult, now that's fun shit.
I can't. I will divorce you over that shit. Oh my God. That's like a blind rage.
It is like, it's not funny, but it's funny. When I'm just like, babe,
Oh,
I'm gonna need you to be an adult. And then I can just see like, just like you said, the rage just wash over you. And then I start backing up because I'm like, look, I know I got like 10 inches on you, but I'm afraid of you still.
well, because, I don't nag. But the reason for that is because I don't like being nagged. Like, I don't need another parent. And I'm not trying to be parent to another fucking child. So I don't need anybody telling me, you need to act like an adult. You need to fuck off. That's what you need to do. You need to not worry about what the fuck I'm doing. I got me. You worry about you.
It is fun though.
It's fun for one of us till he gets choked out.
Whatever. All I gotta do is stand up, and then you can't reach me. Well, maybe you can get your stepping stool and come at me.
Okay, you go to hell. I'm done.
Well, I guess that's it for tonight. Be sure to subscribe to the show. And just because we missed a week because some shit is going on, don't unsubscribe. Bunch of little bitches. Just subscribe to the show. You know you're gonna listen, so you might as well just subscribe anyway. So it's there for you. And while you're there, 5-star review and comments about how great we are will not hurt our feelings. And remember, we got a website now, cotrpod.com. You can go out there for all the shit you need. Social media, Patreon, all that stuff. So go out there, check it out.
Yeah, do we gotta be giving out the Twitter and IG and all this shit anymore? Can't we just be like, go to the website and find it?
That's what I just said.
Oh, okay. Because I'm like, when it's my turn to say this shit, I mess it all up, and we have to do all these takes because I can't remember the damn how you find our Twitter and Facebook and all.
That's 90% of the reason we got a website. Just because I was tired of you fucking it up. Me just having to edit that.
So you want to know anything, just go to the damn website because that's just how you find us. Okay. Also, though, we do have a true crime podcast that we think you probably would enjoy. I mean, we talk enough about true crime on here about how much we love it. So I love it. He's not a big true crime fan, but on the true crime show or podcast that we have, he finds wild stories that he tells me about. It's usually ones that I don't research myself because they're really disturbing. So like I don't, certain ones I will see a show or something written up and I'll read like the first line and I'm like, nope, I ain't looking into that. That shit is too much for me. So, my husband is gracious enough to go find those that I already didn't want to fucking hear because they're so disturbing and tell them to me.
Yeah, like last week when they were pulling like, pieces of human out of the plumbing because he was cutting them up and shoving them in there.
That's disgusting.
Yeah.
Anyway, that podcast is called Fiendish Fairy Tales, so go check that one out as well.
Yeah, it's actually a lot of fun. I try and find stuff that she's never heard of, and she acts like she hasn't heard some of them.
So. I feel like though at some point we're gonna have to swap, and it's gonna be like ones you haven't heard because that's all of them, and I don't know how many more you're gonna be able to find that I don't know anything about.
Well, I mean, I'm like 3 for 5.
Yeah,
4 for 6 or something. I'm doing all right. I'll just, what I'll start doing if you start guessing every week, I'll start making shit up. But like, you didn't hear about this shit? Like everybody heard about that.
Oh my gosh! The problem is you always ask me a name, and I mean I don't remember the names, and I'm like, or you'll say this happened in such and such country. I'm like, fuck, I don't know. I ain't never heard of that. And then you get about 30 minutes in, and I'm like, oh shit, I do know this story. My bad.
Yeah, and that podcast is a lot different than this one. Like this one, 0 research, 0 preparation. We just hit record and go. That one, a few days. So yeah, when I get halfway through and you're like, oh yeah, I know about this one. I want to fucking sling this laptop through the fucking window.
Well, to be fair, this last one, you didn't even tell me this guy's name, I don't think, until you already started researching.
I did tell you.
I don't recall that. Well, for now, just tell me the name and I will Google and see if I know anything about the story. I won't read about it, but I'll just see if it catches my eye, like the picture of the person. Anyway,
okay.
Shut it. Anyway, go check it out. Again, it is Fiendish Fairy Tales.
Hey guys, remember, not everybody has a soulmate. So you find that settlemate and stay content with them because you are going to need them later in life. We will talk to you guys next week.
Bye.